Have you ever noticed how easy it is to get caught in the whirlwind of daily life, moving from one task to the next, yet feeling quietly empty at the center of it all? We wake up with intentions, with plans, and yet somehow, by the end of the day, our hearts feel heavy, distracted, or even disconnected from who we truly want to be. I want to gently invite you today to pause for a moment, to sit with yourself just as you are and reflect, not to judge, not to push, but to truly notice. This is the beginning of building a strong Muslim mind, a mind rooted not only in knowledge, but in awareness, purpose, and spiritual resilience. Let me ask you, when was the last time you allowed your heart to really guide your choices? When was the last time you considered that your thoughts, your daily habits, and even your intentions are shaping not just your day, but the very state of your soul? Often, we focus so much on the external, on tasks, achievements, responsibilities, that we forget the internal landscape that truly determines our happiness, our peace, and our spiritual strength. Your mind, your heart, your spirit, they're deeply connected. And when you strengthen this inner connection, everything else in life begins to align naturally. I want you to take a slow breath with me. Inhale and exhale. Let that calm fill the space within. You are not alone in feeling distracted or overwhelmed. We all experience moments when life pulls us in so many directions that our spiritual energy feels diluted. The first step toward a strong Muslim mind is awareness. Awareness of your thoughts, awareness of your intentions, awareness of the ways in which you may be silently allowing negativity, doubt, or fear to settle in your heart. This awareness is not about guilt. It is about clarity, about gently noticing where you are today, so that you may intentionally guide yourself toward where you wish to be tomorrow. A strong Muslim mind is built on consistent, gentle practice, just as you would care for a garden. Watering, pruning, tending, so too must you care for your mind and heart. Habits, when rooted in intention, can transform the way you think, feel, and act. Daily reflection, dhikr, reading, or even a simple moment of stillness can slowly create a foundation of mental and spiritual strength. Ask yourself, what habits today are nourishing my mind and heart? And which ones are quietly depleting my energy, leaving me scattered or restless? The answers may surprise you. Let us also remember the power of words, the words we speak to ourselves, the words we carry in our minds. Your inner dialogue is a reflection of your faith and your self-worth. If your mind is constantly criticizing, doubting, or fearfully imagining failure, it quietly erodes your strength. Begin to practice gentleness with yourself. Replace harsh judgments with reminders of your potential, your capacity for patience, and your connection to the divine. Even in your mistakes, there is a lesson, and even in your weaknesses, there is opportunity. This is not naive positivity. It is a spiritual truth. The Prophet Pi taught us the importance of self-awareness, of refining our inner character, and of connecting every intention to something greater than ourselves. Now, I want you to consider your environment, the people you surround yourself with, the content you consume, the conversations you engage in. They all influence your mental state. A strong Muslim mind is cultivated in a supportive, intentional environment. Seek spaces that uplift you. Surround yourself with hearts and minds that encourage growth, reflection and spiritual awareness, and equally have the courage to step back from influences that pull you toward heedlessness, negativity, or distraction. This is an act of self-respect, of faith, and of mindfulness. Reflect for a moment on the power of gratitude. Gratitude is a simple yet profound tool. When we actively notice the blessings in our lives, our health, our relationships, the opportunities to serve, even the small everyday moments, we redirect our mind from scarcity to abundance, from fear to hope. A grateful mind is a resilient mind. A heart rooted in thankfulness naturally cultivates peace, focus, and clarity. I invite you right now to silently list 3 things in your life that you are deeply grateful for. Let your mind dwell on them. Let your heart feel them. This practice, repeated consistently, transforms the way your mind interprets your world. We must also address the importance of emotional resilience. Life is filled with trials, setbacks, and moments of inner struggle. A strong Muslim mind does not pretend that these challenges do not exist. Instead, it learns to navigate them with patience, reflection, and trust in the divine plan. When adversity comes, ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? How can I respond with grace rather than frustration, with faith rather than despair? Your mind will naturally strengthen when you treat every challenge as an opportunity to refine your heart, to purify your intentions, and to realign with your purpose. Connection to knowledge is another pillar. Seek understanding, not for the sake of argument, not for comparison, but for the nourishment of your soul. Read with intention, reflect deeply, and allow wisdom to enter your life gradually, changing your perspective and your priorities. Knowledge, when paired with humility and reflection, is transformative. And remember, knowledge alone is not enough. It must be integrated into action, into thought patterns, and into the ways you treat yourself and others. This integration is what creates a mind that is strong, balanced, and spiritually anchored. Let's pause for a reflective question. What thoughts occupy the first moments of your day? The first hour of your morning often sets the tone for your mind and heart. Begin to consciously choose practices that nourish you. Morning dhikr prayer, a reflective reading, or simply quiet mindfulness. The energy you cultivate in those first moments often dictates your responses to challenges, interactions, and decisions throughout the day. A strong Muslim mind begins before the world awakens, in the stillness where your soul reconnects to its purpose. And now consider your heart's intentions in everything you do. Are they rooted in sincerity, in humility, in love for yourself, for others, and for the divine? Or have habits, distractions, or expectations pulled your actions toward superficiality or stress? When intentions are aligned with higher purpose, every task, no matter how mundane, becomes a practice of spiritual growth. Every act of kindness, every moment of patience, every choice to forgive, these are the bricks that build a resilient, focused, and strong mind. Finally, let's touch upon the sacred practice of self-compassion. A strong Muslim mind is not rigid or harsh. It is gentle, forgiving, and understanding. Recognize that your journey is unique. Your past mistakes do not define you. Your doubts are not weaknesses. They are opportunities for reflection and growth. Speak to yourself as you would to a beloved friend. Nurture your soul with encouragement and hope. And in doing so, you cultivate a mental and spiritual environment where faith, clarity, and purpose can flourish. Remember, this path is gradual. The mind, like the heart, grows stronger in small, consistent steps. Every reflection, every habit, every conscious moment of spiritual awareness contributes to the resilience and depth of your inner self. You are capable of this growth. You are capable of nurturing a mind that is calm, focused, and aligned with your higher purpose. Begin today. Begin gently with awareness, intention, and love. Let your heart guide you and let your mind follow in wisdom and clarity. Now, let us deepen this reflection. Imagine your mind as a sacred space, a sanctuary where thoughts, intention, and spiritual awareness converge. How are you tending to this sanctuary each day? Are you allowing clutter, worries, doubts, past regrets to accumulate? Or are you consciously creating order, clarity, and peace? Building a strong Muslim mind is an ongoing act of care, an intentional alignment between your thoughts, your heart, and your spiritual purpose. Every day offers an opportunity to return, to realign, to nurture the garden of your mind with patience, faith, and intention. One of the most transformative practices is conscious self-observation. Observe your thoughts without judgment, without attachment, simply noticing the patterns that arise. Are your thoughts lifting you toward hope, purpose, and gratitude, or are they pulling you toward fear, comparison, or anxiety? Awareness is the first step toward mastery. By noticing, you gain the ability to gently redirect your focus, to choose responses instead of reacting automatically. Each time you redirect your mind toward reflection, prayer, or positive action, you strengthen its resilience and spiritual capacity. Let's pause to reflect. How often do we let our minds drift on autopilot, allowing negativity or distraction to take root without noticing? And yet, in that still, intentional pause, when we observe our thoughts and choose clarity over chaos, true growth begins. A strong Muslim mind is not a mind without challenge, but a mind that has learned to navigate challenge with calm, faith, and wisdom. It is a mind that returns to its center, to its connection with the divine, regardless of external circumstances. Equally important is the cultivation of focus. In today's fast-paced world, attention is fragmented, scattered across screens, tasks, and endless distractions. A resilient mind learns the art of presence, the ability to immerse fully in a task, a moment, a prayer, or an act of service. When you cultivate focus, you are not merely increasing productivity. You are training your mind to align with intention, to be conscious of every choice, every action, every thought. Start small. Begin with mindful breathing, intentional dhikr, or focused reading. Over time, this strengthens not just your mind, but your entire spiritual ecosystem. We must also consider the role of patience and persistence. Spiritual and mental strength does not arise overnight. Just as physical strength is built through repeated practice, so too is the strength of your mind developed through consistent reflection, mindful action, and deliberate intention. Do not be discouraged by setbacks or slow progress. Each moment of awareness, each intentional choice, each act of kindness, and each prayer contributes to the building of a resilient, spiritually grounded mind. Progress is often subtle, but its effects are profound, shaping your character and your worldview in ways you may not immediately perceive. Now, let us speak of humility. True strength is never boastful or rigid. A strong Muslim mind recognizes its limits, seeks knowledge sincerely, and embraces the guidance of the divine. Humility is not weakness. It is the foundation of wisdom. When we acknowledge that we are students of life, that learning and growth are lifelong journeys, we open our hearts to deeper understanding, compassion, and spiritual clarity. Humility allows us to listen more attentively, reflect more deeply, and act with greater intentionality. Connection to prayer, reflection, and remembrance is central. These practices are not mere rituals. They are tools for cultivating mental clarity, emotional balance, and spiritual insight. Each prayer, each moment of reflection, each intentional remembrance of Allah reinforces the structure of a strong mind and guiding it toward resilience, focus, and inner peace. When life feels chaotic or overwhelming, return to these practices. Let them anchor your thoughts, illuminate your heart, and remind you that your mind is not separate from your spiritual purpose. It is a vessel for it. Consider also the power of positive community influence. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire reflection, compassion, and growth. Engage in conversations that challenge you gently, that encourage your understanding, that awaken your heart. And just as importantly, distance yourself with courage from influences that lead to distraction, negativity, or inner turmoil. A strong mind is not formed in isolation, but in the balance between reflection and interaction, solitude and community, teaching and learning. Another cornerstone of strength is emotional awareness. Your emotions are not obstacles. They are signals guiding you toward deeper understanding of your needs, values, and spiritual state. Practice observing your emotions without judgment. Ask, what is this feeling trying to tell me? How can I respond with patience, compassion, and mindfulness rather than impulsivity or frustration? By acknowledging and understanding your emotional world, you create a mind that is resilient, adaptable, and spiritually mature. Let's pause for a reflective exercise. Imagine a situation that has caused you tension or worry recently. Visualize your response, but this time, imagine it guided by awareness, patience, and faith. Feel the difference in your body, your heart, your thoughts. This practice trains your mind to respond rather than react, to choose clarity over chaos, and to cultivate spiritual strength in the face of life's challenges. Equally vital is the intentional pursuit of knowledge and reflection. Every day, dedicate moments to learning, whether through reading, listening, or contemplation. But remember, knowledge alone is not enough. It must transform your heart and mind, shaping your intentions, decisions, and actions. Seek wisdom with humility. Reflect on its meaning. Integrate it gently into your life. This is how understanding becomes strength and how information becomes insight. We must not underestimate the power of gratitude and mindfulness. A mind focused on blessings, no matter how small, nurtures inner peace, contentment, and resilience. Begin and end each day by acknowledging your blessings. Notice the simple joys, the warmth of the sun, the breath in your lungs, the love around you, the ability to reflect and grow. Gratitude is a gentle yet profound anchor for your mind, keeping it grounded in purpose, patience, and hope. And finally, I want to remind you of the sacred balance between effort and surrender. A strong Muslim mind works diligently to cultivate clarity, resilience, and growth, yet it also trusts in the wisdom of the divine. There is a harmony in striving intentionally while surrendering outcomes to Allah. This balance fosters peace, reduces anxiety, and strengthens both your mind and spirit. It is a gentle reminder that you are never alone, and that your efforts, combined with faith, are always supported. As we bring these reflections together, remember, building a strong Muslim mind is not about perfection. It is about consistent, intentional steps. It is about nurturing your thoughts, refining your intentions, cultivating awareness, and grounding yourself in faith, gratitude, and humility. Every day offers an opportunity to strengthen your mind, uplift your heart, and align more closely with your higher purpose. Small, deliberate practices, mindful reflection, prayer, gratitude, and compassionate self-talk and intentional habits gradually shape a mind that is resilient, focused, and spiritually vibrant. So today, I invite you to begin again, to take a gentle step toward awareness, to observe your thoughts, to realign your intentions, and to nurture your mind as you would a beloved garden. Remember, you are capable. Your mind is capable. Your heart is capable. Every reflection, every prayer, every act of conscious living is a brick in the foundation of your inner strength. The journey may be gradual, but the results are transformative. With patience, humility, and faith, you will cultivate a mind that is calm, focused, resilient, and deeply connected to your spiritual purpose. Let these reflections guide you, inspire you, and remind you of the infinite potential within. Begin today with awareness. Begin with intention. Begin with love for yourself, your faith, and your purpose. And as you practice consistently, you will notice the subtle yet profound shifts. Clarity replacing confusion, hope replacing despair, purpose replacing distraction, and inner peace replacing restlessness. You are on a journey of transformation, and every moment, no matter how small, is an opportunity to strengthen your mind, purify your heart, and align with your highest potential. Let this be your gentle reminder your mind is sacred. Your thoughts are powerful. Your heart is your guide. Nurture them with care, intention, and faith. Embrace the journey with patience, humility, and hope. And in doing so, you will discover a strength within yourself that is not fleeting, not dependent on circumstance, but rooted in purpose, awareness, and spiritual resilience. This is the essence of a strong Muslim mind, a mind grounded in faith, illuminated by wisdom, and uplifted by intention. Thank you for allowing yourself to sit with these reflections. Take them into your daily life. Apply them with love and patience. Share this journey with others, and remember that transformation is always possible, one gentle, intentional step at a time. May your mind be strong, your heart be light, and your spirit be ever connected to your purpose and the divine guidance that surrounds you.